It's time to get hot and bothered.
Oh, my.
You're tuned into the Talking Heat podcast with Hot Sauce Guide and FGC.
Welcome to another episode of Talking Heat, and guess what? The gang is all back together. Turk, we missed you last time. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm glad to be back. I don't remember even why I wasn't here last time, but I'm glad
You
to
were
be
at
back.
the doctor.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other can of worms. One day I'll have to share with you about that experience. I've never gone to a doctor's office where the front desk person says, it could be about 2 hours after your appointment that you scheduled. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. And they were accurate. It was about an hour and a half to 2 hours after I had scheduled my appointment that we were able to be seen. But all good, all healthy. I have sleep apnea, sad. But other than that, we're good.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us today. Slug, how you doing?
It's WrestleMania weekend, and I'm going to try Domino's for the first time in 30 years. So let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready for this guest today. I'm ready for night 2 of WrestleMania. I'm just ready. I'm ready.
He's ready, Freddy.
He is ready. All right, well, today with us, I'm excited. We have Zach from High Desert. How are you?
I'm all right.
Appreciate you joining us.
I was kind of twisting my arm. I didn't have much of a choice.
We're
That's
very
true.
persuasive.
I said I was just going to show up and kick some doors down if he didn't come on this damn podcast.
We got a lot of weight to throw around, minus Hot Sauce Guide.
You're in Arizona right now?
Yes, sir.
How's the weather out there?
Really weird. It's going to be 83 degrees today and then like 57 degrees tomorrow.
Nice. Sounds like Kansas City.
I'm glad you got bipolar weather. We're not that hot, but we are also going from 60 to 30 like 4 times this week.
I
So
mean,
it's
I'm not going to
everywhere.
complain. I'm not going to complain because here in the very near future, it's going to be 118 degrees on a regular basis. So
You'll take it.
I haven't met too many people from Arizona, and I had a colleague when he moved here from Arizona, and he's like, yeah, we use umbrellas, and I was like, in the desert, he's like, for shade. He's like, they give out like homeless people or transient population and stuff umbrellas so that they can block themselves out from the sun, and I was like, dual purpose. Never even thought of that. That's just something I never even thought of.
I mean, we get rain. It's called monsoon season. Sometimes it doesn't rain at all, and like last year, we got a lot of rain. So not only was it hot, but it was sticky humid.
Oof. The
That's not
worst.
usual for Arizona.
Yeah, no.
I tried selling my wife on moving to Scottsdale, and she's like, but it's so hot. And I said, but it's not humid like it is everywhere else. But now you're ruining my my argument. So
Yeah, but again, monsoon season runs from June to, I don't know, the end of August or something like that. It could rain or it could not rain. It just, who
It's
knows?
a gambling. I like it.
Yeah. Rolling the
Yeah.
die.
I can't get anybody I know to take me. I was like, I just want to experience the Arizona heat once. Phoenix, Scottsdale, I just want to go once. Like, we could drive through with the windows down if you want, but we're not going to that heat. And I want to experience baking. Like, I want to be in an air fryer. They said it's like being in an air fryer. Even the wind is hot. I was like, just one time. One time I want to feel that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I liked it when I was younger, but now I'm like, damn, dude, it's getting a little
Tough.
it's getting a little too much to handle as I get older. But
so
also
based on how your last,
what?
I was gonna say, based on how his last road trip went, I don't know that he should be road tripping anytime soon.
Maybe I needed more heat. Maybe the Montana air just wasn't good for me.
Pretty
That was
thin up
hot
there.
too. It was nice, but it was like 80 degrees and they were in hoodies like freezing. It's like, we're so sorry it's so cold here. And I was like, cold? It's like 88 degrees. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
But they said it's usually also can be up in the hundreds in the summertime. So who knew? That's why I like Pennsylvania, man. It's hot when it's hot and it's cold when it's cold. You get all 4 seasons.
I grew up in Pennsylvania. I have no desire to live in that crapshoot ever again.
What? Yeah, it's temperamental at best. We had a blizzard. It's April. We should have had a blizzard yesterday.
Where'd you grow up in Pennsylvania?
Well, outside of Philly. Willow Grove.
Oh, okay, the other side. We're from the western side, so
We're the Yinzers.
the better side.
We're more yins than yous.
Heard.
So I think let's start with. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the hot sauce game?
This isn't a new story. Everybody knows. I used to be a homeless drug addict, alcoholic, and I got sober and just kind of started making hot sauce one day.
Hell yeah!
In your kitchen or a kitchen you found?
I mean, like most of the people you see on the hot sauce groups these days, I started out 100% illegal.
Oh, right.
I had no idea that it was so regulated, and yeah. And then another maker hit me up on Messenger and was like, "Hey, man, you know how much trouble you can get in for doing what you're doing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh wow.
Very interesting. I didn't
FDA
realize
and their
that.
rules.
Yeah, you
Fuck
know,
them.
I mean, they're recalling a bunch of stuff that they've approved already, so who knows? But I
Adds
like
more
to
to the
question
pile.
authority, so
See what you can do, what you get away with there.
So did you always like hot sauce? What drew you to ending up finding yourself cooking hot sauce at home?
I've always made my own barbecue sauce. I've never liked store-bought barbecue sauce. It's too sugary, just full of BS. Not my thing, you know. And my partner in crime, my better half, is the one who kind of got me eating hot sauce. And I used to use this. We go, dude. Does that make sense? No. So there's this little town south of us called Bisbee, Arizona. They used to have this hot sauce shop, and I'd pick up this habanero extract that I would add to my barbecue sauce, but then they discontinued it. So I was like, I'm going to make it my own. And then it just turned into what is now Tamango habanero. And 12 more flavors. About to be 17 more flavors.
Hot damn.
That's an empire. I like that. And I love the story. Everybody has that. I started making it myself because either they stopped making it or it just wasn't good enough. That is just such a great go-getter attitude. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I had no intention of High Desert being where it's at today.
Mm-hmm. You just wanted sauce that didn't suck.
You know, nothing against the co-packers of the planet, but I'm not if you're adding water to your sauce and then putting xanthan gum in it, like, just take the water out. Just take some of the water out. Then you don't have to put the gum in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Functionality. Why add two things when you could just subtract one? I get it.
Right. And I get it. Like, co-packers use super high grain vinegar. Okay. So what do you have to use to dilute that vinegar? It's water. However, vinegar and water, like, if you look at the back of a vinegar bottle, it doesn't say vinegar and water as an ingredient. It says diluted to 5%. So then why would if I'm diluting that vinegar, why do I need to put water as an ingredient? Because it's not really
Right.
an ingredient. It's being used to dilute the vinegar. I don't know.
Makes
Sometimes
sense.
it's that questioning that you have the wherewithal to do that's going to allow you to make a superior sauce. Now, if you said you didn't realize you're going to get into this FDA trouble or whatever, what was the biggest hurdle that you found, like, getting into the business?
Getting into the business, getting my FDA approval letter the day COVID shut the world out.
Shit.
Oh, jeez.
Like, legit, got the email, and they're like, everybody's locked down. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting on all this product. Nobody really knows who we are. So I just hopped on the Facebook groups, and I was like, hey, got my FDA approval letter today. This is who we are. And I just started selling things for $5 a bottle.
Yeah. And so that all coincided at the same time. Was it relatively pretty quickly with, like, everybody trapped at home and everything like that you were able to just start going through your product and stuff, or did it take like a good bit of time? And
I mean, at $5 a bottle, there are a lot of people willing to give us a whirl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just paid close attention to what people were saying and adjusted things as I moved forward, and here we are today.
Yeah, and I think anytime I'm on any form of hot sauce Facebook group or group now, I'm seeing your name or your brand on there. So it worked. It's definitely working. I see High Desert in a lot of the conversations that I'm seeing online. So that's pretty cool. That at least that when that big kind of negative happened, and then you're able to kind of shift it or turn it into a positive.
What negative do you speak of?
I don't know. The global pandemic shutdown, but who knows?
I thought you were referring to the, $25,000 bottle recall for Hot Ones.
Oh well, I think we're gonna get there. I didn't
go
think
whenever you want, man.
Yeah,
we can go. We all have questions. Some people might. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the talent. That's what they call me. I don't put my head in the world as much as Hot Sauce Guide. I just get little bits of information from here and there. I'm not well versed on what all transpired, so everything would be new to me. But I've also heard people say, I don't want you to buy all my stuff because when things blow up with too popular of an explosion, it's hard to maintain that supply and demand. So I would love to know what happened. I would love to know anything you're willing to talk about in some of the struggles of having like Ghost of Saffron. I don't even know how to buy it, but every time I go on a website, all I hear is Ghost of Saffron is the best sauce anyone's ever made, and I wish I could have it all the time. So what is that like to have a sauce that is just constantly sought after?
I mean, I hated it first because we were, let's see here. If you want some Ghost of Saffron, there's like over 2,000 bottles in stock right now.
Good to know. It's time,
time
to buy.
I'm going to go buy 1,000 of them and mark it up.
No, please no. Please. Ghost of Saffron, I'm not going to lie. Brian's very well aware of this, so this will be nothing new to his ears, but I hated that sauce for a really long time. That's because when we dropped that sauce, we were literally still working out of a 10-gallon brewery pot. You know what I mean? I mean, I've since gotten a 40-gallon kettle, which is now also too small. But, we could only really release 300 bottles at a time, and then they just scooped up, and then I'd have to make it again. It was rough. The beginning of Ghost of Saffron was rough.
Yeah. Right. And then, I wasn't aware of this because, again, I don't keep my head in the game. You just mentioned something about a recall with Hot Ones. That sauce that season was the only sauce I was ever interested in. The fact there was a tikka masala sauce, I was like, that sounds delicious. Mm-hmm. But I'm having a very limited income. I don't often visit the websites to see if I can afford it because the answer is usually no. You don't always have an extra $10, $15, $20 laying around. So I was always intrigued to try to find that bottle of sauce again because it seems delightful. And now finding out that there was some sort of hiccup or just fuck up or just dumpster fire.
Hiccup is not, one second. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, take your time.
So let's talk Hot Ones, okay?
Yeah, let's talk it.
Oh, okay. Hot Ones. My experience on Hot Ones.
Yeah, pull the curtain back.
I don't know where to begin. We dropped the Teacup Masala as a limited release originally on our Black Label limited edition, whatever. And then we dropped it again for the benefit box for Brian. Or Brian's dad, I should say. And then during that process, I just sent Heatonist those sauces. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't want nothing to come of this. I just, it's the holidays. I just want you guys to have these sauces, basically. And then the following March, they reached out. They're like, hey, we're interested in this product. Let's hop on one of these Zoom call and we'll have a conversation. I'm like, cool, because I've I've talked to Fuego Box before, and they wanted like 3,000 bottles. I'm like, how many bottles could they really want? And they dropped a 36,000 bottle number on my lap, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, okay.
I just choked on my coffee.
10 gallons at a time. I'm going to be in the kitchen for an entire year. So clearly I had to bring on a co-packer. You know, I tried getting Endorphin Farms to do it, but they couldn't get the recipe right in such a short amount of time. And then I was going to have California Hot Sauce Solutions do it. But, you know, they're like, well, if this company that's local can make it happen, they're local, it's easier for you to get there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, cool, yeah, makes sense. And use this company out of Phoenix. I can't mention who it is because there's still open litigation. Go up with my own ingredients. Now, mind you, I took my own ingredients to make a sample batch. They got the sample batch right, obviously. I brought the ingredients, so how could you not get it right?
It's you.
And then they issue this invoice for $67,500 that needs to be paid up front before they even start sourcing ingredients.
Mm.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has $70,000 laying around? You?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
How about you?
I
Not a
wish.
small business. Yeah, Walmart probably
Yeah.
couldn't even whip out $70,000 without filling out a week's worth of paperwork.
Yeah, you know, being that we were a super small time at the, you know, couldn't go to a bank, couldn't get like what do they call it, invoice factoring. So I had to borrow money from a family friend. Pay these fools, and then immediately they couldn't get glass, they couldn't get caps. I had to source the coconut milk. I had to source garam masala. And this just went on for 6 weeks of them not being able to get this, or we're having issues with that. Just every day it was a new issue. And they were so late getting my order processed that I had to drive a pallet of hot sauce to Pennsylvania in order to make an absolute deadline for, you know, so that Heatonist and Hot Ones could pack up their subscription boxes.
Jeez.
Then, shortly after the show aired, what was it? It was a July 4th weekend, actually. It was a Friday, July 2nd. I get a call saying, we have a problem.
Oh, no.
Right.
They're like, yeah, we're pulling on your product because it's blowing up in people's faces. And I'm like, oh, awesome. So then I had to, you know, come up with more money to replace the 24,400 bottles that got recalled because the co-packer didn't want to make it right. In fact, the co-packer said, you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like bottles were damaged during shipping. Not sure what you want me to do about it.
And they were blowing up in someone's face, and they think that wasn't their fault of like overpacking it or just fucking up on their end.
So I had sauce tested. We're talking some bottles had 11 million plus colony forming units of lactic acid bacteria per gram of sauce. 11 million.
Jeez.
Do you know what temperature lactic acid bacteria dies?
No.
160 degrees. You know what my process letter says for that particular sauce?
I love that. I would have.
200 degrees because it has fat in it, because of coconut milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it just goes to show that they didn't do what they were supposed to do, which, oh, geez. You're paying them a premium amount of money to do what they needed to do, and they just didn't do it.
I'm thinking they're overpacking it and it exploded from just space issues. You're saying they had bacteria and shit growing in it because of the way that it wasn't produced properly. And this co-packer is the one we can't talk about because of the litigation, correct?
Correct. We're currently in open litigation. So through the discovery process, you know, I got all their batch information. They ended up adding xanthan gum to the sauce, like a lot of xanthan, like 4 pounds of xanthan gum for 90 gallons. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
I
dude,
put
they
like a
just-
quarter of a teaspoon in my ice cream.
Like
Yeah.
a gallon of
That
ice
seems
cream.
ridiculous.
yeah, 4
4 pounds. Jesus.
They never got a process letter. Like, it's a whole thing, man. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Huh.
And
And
still,
then-
to this day, they swear up and down that they did everything right.
evidently,
Yeah, but
proof
evidence
is in the
shows
pudding there that is not true. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. What kind of steps or what was the bounce back from that? I know you're still you're going through stuff, but I'm sure that's probably hopefully a battle that will end soon and positively. But what's that kind of do to a small batch company and yeah.
Well, and I can only speak for myself. I would assume it would have put a lot of people out of business.
Mhm.
I refuse to quit. Like, every day I wake up and I don't want to do this anymore because I'm fucking tired of dealing with the bullshit. But the reality is, I would rather be doing this than working construction any day of the week. So,
Yeah.
I pushed through. I managed to push through. Right now, again, we're in open litigation. I had to pay another co-packer. I paid California Hot Sauce Solutions to replace all of that order, which, was another $78,000. And now there's $65,000 in legal fees, plus my time, my irritation, my frustration. It's a whole thing. Not to mention, because, all this money that I should have gotten from Hot Ones went back into reproducing products. Like, I'm still working out of a shared kitchen space, which is a nightmare in itself. I'm constantly battling with other people for simple things like a dishwasher or triple sink, or, you got to listen to people cry about, oh my God, it's spicy in here. Then don't fucking be here when we're here. There are 24 hours in a day, and you choose to be in this kitchen knowing what we do. So if you don't want to breathe the shit, don't be here. It's that simple.
For sure.
Now, you said using the Hot Ones money to pay for other things. I'm very impartial. There's nobody good or bad, minus the people we can't talk about because they seem like that was their issue. Did Hot Ones have any penalties against you, or are they just like, hey, we have a problem? Heatness had a problem because the things blew up.
I will say this about Heatness, Hot Ones, those guys. I got the call. I talked to them, and they're like, dude, we got to pull all this products. And then they helped me game plan a solution. They stood by me the whole time. Obviously, they haven't picked up any of our products in the last 2 years, up until recently when they did the Ghost of Saffron in their sub box, which I was very grateful for. The fact that they're still willing to do business with me says a lot. Did they penalize? No, they didn't actually penalize me, but they did. They stood by my side, and
Gotcha.
I can't really talk about everything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, because you're saying that could be even more fees. Now I got to, maybe they have contracts. Since you just cost us a bunch of product or issues that we're now open to, we're going to need extra from you. So that it was just replacing what you needed to get them replaced with.
Right. And I mean, that whole recall situation was a nightmare for not just me. I mean, it affected their business. It affected, what I mean? It affected everybody involved. And, I had California Hot Sauce Solutions had 80 cases laying around. I contacted them. I'm like, hey guys, I really appreciate everything you've done. I have these 80 cases. You can have them. Just pay for your own shipping. You know what I mean? Yeah. As a thank you for not suing me.
Yeah. So, to switch gears a little bit, unless there's a question that either of you have about the situation or anything, you've talked about the creative process a little bit with your Tamango Habanero, and that was You made a barbecue sauce. You didn't have your extract. You wanted something that fit that kind of. What's the? But you also mentioned that you're up to almost 17 sauces now. What's the creative process for the other ones? Is it you and your partner just in the kitchen messing with stuff, or?
No, when I say my partner, I mean my life partner. I don't have a business.
Oh, okay.
partner.
Yeah. So is that you and your life partner just cooking around and testing stuff, or is it?
I
They
usually
look at
come
you
up
and
with a
say-
name, honestly, before I come
Okay.
up with a sauce.
Okay.
That's
Like-
cool. I don't think anyone's ever said that before, that they come up with a name first and then work backwards from there.
Yeah, like a lot of my sauces, I had the name first, like Ghostly Prick.
Okay.
I wanted a sauce called Ghostly Prick.
Yeah.
I wanted a sauce called Reaper's Fuzzy Navel. You know what I mean? Like, I think Ghost of Saffron, the sauce came first, just because I wasn't really mine, and we're brainstorming name ideas on that one.
Is there a
but
sauce
no-
name that kind of just eureka hits you like on a toilet one day and you're just like, oh shit, this is a good name I just thought of?
No. Just kind of comes to my head, and then I start just creating the formula.
Okay.
Like right now, I'll be going on my third test batch of a Southwest Sriracha. Sriracha Southwest, right?
Yeah. That's what I was just kind of thinking. I was like, what's a Southwest Sriracha going to be like? Okay.
I don't know yet. I can't quite nail it down.
That's the best answer.
Well, just by the name, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has a Sriracha sauce, and they're all the same: jalapeno, vinegar, sweetener, garlic, and salt. I threw a thing out on one of the Facebook. Hey, what style sauce would you like to see from us in the future? And so many people like Sriracha. I'm just like, why?
Well, I'm going to give you kudos because I'm sure you're going to do it differently and do it well. Because just like everyone has a mango habanero, you decided to do it differently with a tomato. Add tomato. So you're maybe doing the traditional stuff, but untraditionally.
I put a Southwest spin on everything, man. Come on, we got to represent Arizona.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Better than Pennsylvania, you just have to put ranch dressing on everything.
Right.
I don't know if ranch is a Pennsylvania thing. Maybe a French fry. Pierogi. I don't know ranch.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah, exactly. Cheesesteak's a big thing.
Mm.
A hot sauce that goes specifically on a cheesesteak? I don't know if I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen a sandwich sauce. Taco sauce.
Well,
Mammoth.
Yeah, Mammoth.
Whiz.
Yep, someone we're going to be interviewing at some point here.
Really, Mammoth got a sauce for us? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, no one in the world has an original idea. You think you do? 10 people have already had that idea. It's just, or do they have the platform to get it out there to the world or not?
Oh, so now that I said I'm doing a Southwest, when's this going to air?
Whenever you need it to air.
Whenever you want it to.
So I feel like now I need to make a Southwest Sriracha before this goes live.
Right, if you want it to catch up, we could delay it for you if you want.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
We'll hold it back. They have to do their graphic stuff anyway, so
And get it all edited up so you'll know.
there'll be time.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if you really want to steal my idea, go for it. Not you guys personally.
Right, somebody who's listening
you,
in. Uh-huh.
you know me, always taking people's ideas. No,
Yeah.
we'll hold it back a bit.
What is
we
your
try-
favorite pepper? What is your favorite pepper?
Oh.
Like out of all the peppers that you've used or made or whatever.
Gotta be quick, hot sauce guide.
Sorry, I have questions. What is your favorite pepper to use? What is your favorite pepper to taste? I don't know if they're the same.
I'm partial to the red Savina habanero and the ghost pepper. I mean, I don't like the flavor of the Carolina Reaper.
Me either.
The chiltepene's another one. That's like, if you don't know what it is, it's like the only native pepper to the Arizona Sonora Desert.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not know what it was.
Yeah, it's like literally this big. Actually, hang on one sec.
Yeah, oh, he's got one for us. It's not every day we learn that there's a new pepper that I've never heard of. Oh, they're so tiny.
Oh wow.
There's like 1,000 in there?
There's a lot in there for sure.
Yeah.
But like the ghost pepper, they have like they're like naturally smoky.
Interesting.
There you
chomp
go.
them down.
Just chomp down a little
fucking hot.
desk.
I was
Little
gonna
desk snack.
Are they not that hot, or are you just one of those hot sauce guys like, yeah, I can eat hot stuff? So that's a hot
No,
pepper.
they're pretty hot. So I think they clock in, I don't know, like 100,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty hot.
Okay.
More than a
I'll Google it
jalapeno.
for you real quick.
More than a jalapeno slug.
That's all I need to know.
Woo! Yeah, no, they're pretty hot. Yeah,
Put that in your coffee.
50 to 100,000.
Okay.
Okay. Where does the Tamango habanero clock in on the scale there?
On the Scoville scale?
On
Yeah.
your Scoville or your scale, like is it like one of your
Okay,
mids
so
or
at one
highest?
point in time, Tamango habanero used to be hot for me, and now I don't even know what the rated is. I just put what I put on the bottle, medium-ish or something.
I
Kind
think
of medium.
I
I don't remember.
Medium-ish.
yeah, it's
I like
medium-ish.
that, medium-ish.
Yeah, medium-ish. I dig that. I dig that for sure.
Like my helper, she helps me because I'm disabled, so it's her favorite part of this experience is anytime we do a review, she gets to open the hot sauce, pours it out for me, then she licks her finger so to taste it, but then she doesn't tell me anything about it until we're done. And when she came back down, she's like, I don't know if it was the barbecue sauce or that, but something's been having my mouth burning for the last like 5 minutes. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the barbecue sauce. I'm pretty sure it's the Tamango. So we both vary on how much heat we like. I do like a lot of heat. I don't know why eating a raw jalapeno kicked my ass, but I love hot sauce, and I can take a lot of heat when it comes to the hot sauce. But eating that raw jalapeno, oh my god, it put me out.
So, funny thing about jalapenos, a lot of them are grown in Mexico. Okay. And if they have, a habanero farm too, because all those chilies usually, like Serrano, Poblano, jalapeno, habanero, they're all grown on the same farm. So those habaneros are anywhere near those jalapenos, they're gonna cross pollinate and they're gonna get stupid hot.
Stupid hot. See, everyone always defends me for not being able to eat that Give me a little bit. They're still like, you're a little bit of a bitch, but there's a reason why you might not be a total bitch. So I appreciate that, Zach.
No, 100%. I mean, my friend of mine has a farm up in Oro Valley. She grows these chiltepines next to her jalapeno plants, and her jalapenos are hot as fuck.
Good to know. That's just the cross-pollination. Okay.
Yeah, so you're not a bitch. It's just that they were grown next to. They're most like that jalapeno was most likely grown next to something hot.
A little hotter than normal.
I still subscribe to you being a little bitch.
You can all you want. It's all right. I can sleep better now. Listen, we've had some hot fucking sauces with Hot Sauce Guide, and it's been fine. But I bit into that jalapeno as a joke, and I felt it in my ears. I couldn't stop sweating.
Yeah,
terrible.
That's true.
That's what sauce you guys are doing, or the Tamango habanero?
That is what we're doing.
Are we getting ready to try it, Hot Sauce Guide?
I've had it cracked open here on my desk, and I just keep huffing it. I just keep smelling it, so I'm excited. So this is any sauce that Hot Sauce Guide sends me, I just leave teasing me because I refuse to open it or try it until we do the videos.
Right.
And so this is one that has just been absolutely teasing me. So I'm very excited to try it.
Breakfast, pizza, Italian foods.
Okay, I was going to say, is it going to go to my pizza tonight? Good to know.
Yes, it will make your Domino's taste better because
Domino's is horrible.
You need something to make it taste better.
Listen, Domino's had that resurgence like 5 years ago. I tried to order from them, and I was like, I heard you have subs. Like, no, we have oven roasted sandwiches. I didn't order. I hung up on him. I was like, you're going to be a dickhead, and I was calling for a sub, and you said, we don't have subs here. We have oven roasted sandwiches. I was like, never mind. Dickhead.
I believe in Pennsylvania it's called a grinder, isn't it?
I think hoagies, grinders. There's so many stupid terms for it.
Yeah,
it comes on a roll.
On our side of the state, we call them hoagies.
Well, if they run them through the oven, that's what makes it a grinder. When you toast your sub in the oven, it then becomes a grinder.
Okay, that's good to know.
Maybe that's just a Philly thing. I don't know.
No.
There was There's a restaurant in college called Grinders, and I think they put all of their subs through the
toaster or the oven or whatever.
You know, Grindr was a Chinese app. just a little side knowledge for you that I just learned this morning.
We're off the rails.
Yeah, all right,
Okay,
but I got a
there you go.
spoonful of the sauce. We get ready to try it, and then you're gonna ask your questions as we're trying it. Hot Sauce God.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I want you to ask your question because I'd love to hear Zach's answer.
Which
Your
one?
favorite question?
My favorite question. I don't know if we want to do that or not. We're having a good time. I don't know if we want to throw a wrench into this.
All
Zach,
right, let's try the sauce.
Yeah, in a fight, while we're doing this, you can think about it. Who wins in a fight, Batman or Superman?
Oh man.
Or
You get the earthy acidic note from the tomatoes up front, followed by the sweetness from the mango and the honey, a little tang from the vinegar, a little garlic on the finish.
That is fantastic.
Never had anyone narrate it before.
And they were narrating it very well.
Wow. You
Yeah,
literally
delicious.
you explained what my mouth was going through.
It was a well-curated symphony of flavors.
Turk,
would
I
kick-
think I've
This would kick ass on pizza. You're right. Mm.
I've gained your habanero hiccup issue.
No hiccups yet. So I have this uncanny ability that I can eat anything. I've had ghost peppers. I've had whatever, the CB, the Bout Talon pepper, whatever it's called. I don't know anything. I've had so many different peppers. The only one that makes me hiccup like a little bitch is a habanero, and I just start hiccuping and I can't control it. But I'm fine right now. I'm loving it. I've had 2 spoonfuls. It's fantastic. That
It's got a
one.
little moderate burn. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but
Right? It's like a moderate burn. Like, I can
I'm
definitely
mad
feel
at
it in my
myself.
mouth, but it's not stopping me.
I had we got like for brunch today. We got these like Italian little sandwiches from the bakery up the street. I ate mine. I wish I would have kept it. Just smothered this on there. It would have been fantastic. Damn.
It should be really good on a grilled cheese.
yep.
Mmm.
Add it to your tomato soup, 100%. In fact,
Definitely putting this in.
when I do homemade pasta sauce, instead of adding sugar, I'll just add a bottle of that
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's
for the
it's
sweetness.
sweet. That works.
Zach, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm actually mad at myself for not cracking it open and cheating earlier, because I've had so many things in the past like 2 weeks that have been so good on this. Mmm. I love that. Thank you. So this was the one that you made because they stopped making your habanero extract.
I mean, that's what came of it. I
Came
didn't
of it,
make
yeah.
that because they stopped. I used to literally dehydrate the habaneros. I used to grind them up. I used to make an extract out of them. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Clearly,
you
I
had-
don't do any of that anymore. But yeah.
Mm.
The hot
That
sauce
is
guy, we've been
absolutely-
doing the talking. You have something like we didn't want to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. You've been asking great questions.
That's what you
Did we
pay us
ever-
for.
All that money. So did we decide Batman, Superman?
Oh.
And I'm not really in it. I don't want to
No.
answer that question.
Okay.
See, he knows.
All
He's-
right.
I mean, I have a thought, but I don't know.
It's all
I don't
right.
know.
You don't have to engage with that one. I respect the anonymity and be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to create an argument.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've had
I
that
know.
a time or
Sometimes you
two.
just don't want. Sometimes on a Sunday, you just don't want to get into it. I have been there. I've done that.
Man, that was so damn good. So damn good.
All right. Well, we have a
Clean
new
bowl.
segment on the show. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. They're should be pretty easy. Well, and just the first thing that comes to your mind as an answer, just to get to know you a little better.
Okay.
Since you're in Arizona, ASU or UA?
Well, I'm in Tucson, so U of A.
Favorite high desert sauce?
Oh man, come on! You got kids?
Yeah,
You got kids. You got pets. You got more than one pet. Which one's your favorite pet, dude?
Yeah, what's your favorite cat?
It's definitely art. It's
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
art.
No, okay. So
Bitch.
my personal, probably most used sauce or sauces is probably the fire roasted red and the hotter saffron.
I made one of the people that used to work for me obsessed with fire. She ordered, I think, like an entire case of fire roasted red, and then had a panic attack when she thought High Desert was closing.
I mean, I think a lot of people did.
Sure.
Just to clarify, this was not like another sauce maker that likes to go out of business a lot. This was like legit. I had an end date on my kitchen. If Hot Shots didn't step up, I was not going to continue.
Well, I for one, and as many are, glad that they did.
Yeah.
Last sauce you used that wasn't High Desert.
Last sauce that I didn't use, like commercially made, or
No, that you used that wasn't yours. Like,
Okay.
what's a
I mean, like a
sauce that
legal
you-
one, or someone who just does it.
Whoever. You grab any
The
illegal
last
one?
sauce I used was Hot Nudes from Melissa Nieto.
favorite type of taco?
Yes.
Favorite restaurant in Arizona?
Ooh. In all of Arizona?
We'll do Tucson.
Ooh, I don't know.
If I said I'm coming down to Tucson to visit, we're going out to eat, where would it be?
Oh, well, that's easy, man. There's a little Mexican place around the corner from my house called Paco's.
Hell
Best
yeah.
carnitas
All right.
you're gonna find in this town.
Oof.
There you go. Ooh,
I love carnitas.
sign me up. East Coast or West Coast?
I have a love for both. I mean, I grew up on the East Coast, but I'm a desert rat. But I definitely miss home.
Okay.
Cats or
That's good.
dogs?
Animals. I saw a meme the other day. It's like, motherfucker, I pet a crocodile if I knew it wasn't going to bite me.
Yeah.
That just held true to my heart.
I'm
I
the
like
same
it.
way. I'm the same way.
What's your normal coffee order?
What do you mean?
Cold
Like,
brew.
like when I go somewhere, what do I order
Yeah.
for coffee?
Yeah.
I make it at home, or I buy 5-gallon jugs of cold brew from a local coffee company and sip on that for like 3 weeks.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
Rocket fuel.
Favorite sport?
Probably mixed martial arts. I'm not a big sports guy.
That's a sport. It counts.
All right.
It's in the
last
Olympic.
one.
It's a sport.
Favorite food?
Yes. Food. I just like food.
I don't blame you. Yes. I'm a foodie.
Yeah, I mean, I love it all, man. Yeah, anything, Indian, Thai. I mean, you name it, I want it.
Changes on the day.
Yeah, like we can go through a week of eating nothing but Mexican style food, and then eat Asian food for 3 weeks on end.
As a foodie and a hot sauce maker, have you found a food yet that hot sauce does not go on?
If there is, I will create a sauce specifically for that food.
That is the entrepreneur lifestyle. Turk and I, once we put hot sauce on a bunch of shit to see if it makes it taste better. And if it makes it palatable, not necessarily, but hot sauce pretty much goes on everything. We put it on baby food, Twinkies, oatmeal. It works. I got that on my shelf too. I'm ready to crack it open.
I put that shit on cereal, bro.
Yeah, we put some in cereal. We put a hot sauce in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm not gonna lie, it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It mixed well with the cinnamon and the crunch and the creaminess of the milk.
Yeah.
So even cereal gets hot sauce. I like it.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong person about that kind of stuff.
One day we're gonna find somebody who goes, yeah, you know what? Like okra. Don't put it on okra. Not that okra's probably delicious with it. Just somebody's gonna have one answer someday. Like I don't like hot sauce on this food.
I mean,
Marshmallows.
Yeah.
What do you put? Not much chamoy on marshmallows. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
If it goes on cereal, it's definitely going on marshmallows.
Yeah.
Actually, I still have 2 bottles of BBSB. That might go well in a marshmallow.
Oh, man, you're still holding on to that?
I got 12, so I used 10 of them. I'm like, I had to hang on to a bottle or 2.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of requests for that, and I might have to bring it back.
So are you saying that I have a gold mine sitting on my shelf behind me? Because I also have a bottle of that on my shelf unopened.
Oh, dude, I know people that would come out and give you quite the handy for that bottle of sauce.
Hey, man, I'm always looking for OnlyFans content. So that's good to know, Zach. I appreciate that. Putting me in the right direction. Always looking to film something new for the OnlyFans.
I might have to revisit that sauce. I think I just got to name it something different because people look at it like, what the fuck does BBSB mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the best breakfast sauces I've ever had. Chicken and waffles, pancakes, waffles without chicken.
Just waffles.
No.
Chicken waffles without the chicken. It's called a waffle.
Maybe.
That's what I said, waffle.
Maybe what I do. Okay, because right now, raspberries are stupid expensive, and, not Mama's Chamoy is raspberry based, and blueberries are dirt cheap right now, so maybe I just do like a swappy thing. Half the year I do this, the other half the year I do that.
Oh, shit. A sauce that changes depending on the season? That sounds really cool. I don't know anybody that's done something like that. Like, it's always called Sauce A, but it's just like in this season, Sauce A is made with this, and with this season, it's made with that. Oh, that's cool.
Well, there are 2 different recipes. This is a lot of honey in the chamoy with orange peel. The blueberry had it tasted like a blueberry muffin. Coriander and 3 different peppers and.
Well,
this has been an absolute pleasure, Zach. We really appreciate
salivating
time out today to meet with us.
Appreciate you getting on with us after twisting your arm. So we always kind of like to find out what's in the future of High Desert. Hopefully some BBSB maybe. But what else do you mentioned? Maybe you got some things in the works.
Yeah.
Nothing you gotta break here, but. Ooh, there you go.
Sample purpose only.
I saw something on there.
Taste of Africa.
That sounds
nice.
Okay.
Got that. We're re-releasing the Piri Piri from the Black Label set. Kind of updating that a little bit, adding some shallot to it, some more pepper, so it's going to be even hotter.
Nice.
Brian's ready to release his next sauce. Not really going to tell you what that is.
But he's working on it.
No, I think not to toot my own horn, but I think I nailed it on the first try.
All right.
Nice.
So
All right.
You got a lot going on.
Hell yeah.
Right now, I got, like I said, I got this sauce on the stove. I'm doing a sample batch for. Can't really talk about it.
Well, I'm excited to see all what's to come.
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got this stuff. It's called Taste of Africa. We got a lot of positive feedback on that. It's like fire roasted tomato, orange juice, shallots, smoked paprika, dates. What else is in there? 2 different kinds of vinegar, a little bit of cinnamon. Super good on. That's the only problem with these chiltepines. They're seedy as shit. Super good on chicken, rice dishes, veggies, lamb.
Hell yeah.
Puree.
Very hopeful and busy future. It sounds like a very hopeful and busy future. You got a lot of irons in the coal.
Can you guys see that?
We can.
Dude, I don't read right. I see the
Nice.
Tika.
Hang on. Let me get this glare out of here.
Yeah, it's also sideways, so I'm turning my head sideways too.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That just made it worse.
Yeah, right. I didn't want to say anything, but it almost did look like it made it worse. I was doing one of those things where every time you turn it, it turns. So Everyone screen grab
There
that.
you go.
Chica.
Oh, that way. There you go.
It's a. Oh, it's a
Extra hot?
masala hot. Okay.
No,
All right.
we're doing
What
a
are we
little
looking at?
rebranding.
Oh.
This is our new label.
That's the
design.
new
Hell
label.
yeah.
Okay. That's sleek.
I like it. Yeah.
Going
That
simple.
is pretty.
I was gonna say, there's nothing like art is one thing when these hot sauce bottles, but sometimes I just want simple because if it's too artsy, it looks like you just threw up all over it with all the ideas. I kind of get pushed away. That looks
Yeah,
like a
like
very
new-
simple and sleek.
No, I'm not even going to say anything.
Yeah,
Anyway.
right.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
stuff. Thank you
yeah.
for sharing that with us.
No. So
Well,
we're going to be doing. We're getting rid of. We're moving away from this just because all of the bad juju associated with this particular logo and the Hot Ones recall. And so, you know what? It's just time for a change.
Start fresh.
Yeah. You know,
Hell yeah.
trying to get out of the shared kitchen space, trying to build out my own facility. But every time I turn around, that smacks me in the face.
One step
Yeah.
forward, 2 steps back kind of thing.
Nah, it's like one step forward and get hit by a freight train and then go back to the next town, then work your way back.
Get stuck. Okay.
It's okay though.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
Yeah, it was
How you wrapping it
fun.
up?
I was actually kind of nervous, but this was not like the Hot Sauce Summit at all.
no, we're just a bunch of guys flying by the seat of our pants.
Cool.
Ain't nothing scripted or professional about us, baby. Just good old fashioned bullshit.
Anytime you can,
Yeah.
anytime you can bring up OnlyFans in a casual conversation, we do. So that's our thing.
It's a talent.
But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your time and allowing us to pick your brain and learn a little bit more about the High Desert story and absolutely love it. Hot Sauce Guide, wrap us up.
Well, you heard it here for another episode of Talking Heat. We appreciate you listening, and on to the next one.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Talking Heat. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform so you never miss an episode. For more information, visit TalkingHeat.com.